This short video explains what we plan to do in the next financial year. Our first objective is to keep people and communities safe by preventing deaths and injuries from accidental fires in living accommodation. This is one of our main priorities for the financial year in 2016 to 2017, to keep people safe from fire in their homes. Over the last 5 years, this is how many home safety checks we have delivered and smoke alarms we have fitted, all free of charge. As you can see, we've also educated thousands of school children about the dangers of fire. As a result, the number of fires in North Wales has reduced by 50%. This is our second objective, to develop a 3-year financial strategy in which freezing the budget will be a central principle. Over the last 5 years, we have made savings of over £3 million, 10% of our funding, in order to be able to freeze our budget in the region of £32 million. This year's budget is £32.1 million, which is the equivalent of 89 pence per person living in North Wales per week. This graph shows how much our budget could have been to cover increased pay and price inflation. Recognising the anticipated reduction in local government funding, North Wales Fire and Rescue Authority will aim to continue to freeze our budget over the next 3 years. Our third objective will be to rebalance our resources to match risk. We know that we can't increase our budget, so we need to provide firefighters across the whole of North Wales by using our existing resources, but in a new way. We need to match resources to the changing levels of risk across North Wales. During this last year, we have carried out a major review of risk, not just fires, but also other emergencies that we attend. When we assessed relative risk across North Wales, our review showed that there are areas of relatively high risk spread across the whole of North Wales. This means that we need to have firefighters based across the whole of the region. Firefighting cannot be delivered from one centralised station. But that risk is not at the same level at different times of day. We know that the likelihood of having a fire increases during the late afternoon and into the evening, and the risk of dying from a fire is greater during the night. So, we need most of our stations to be available during the evening and night. Conversely, we need fewer stations to be available during the day because that is when the level of risk is relatively lower. So at the moment, we have 44 stations. However, we can only be sure of 8 of these stations being available, that is, having a crew available to go to an incident 24 hours a day. The rest of the stations are crewed by part-time retained duty system or RDS firefighters. These are dedicated community-minded individuals who are on call to respond to incidents, but they have other jobs that might take them away from the area of their station during the day. So from day to day, hour to hour, a retained station can be available or not available, depending upon the other commitments of the retained firefighters. There needs to be more certainty.
Tarn Fire Service, can I help you?
So we will work with our on-call stations to ensure that we provide 20 available stations across the whole of North Wales during periods of relatively low risk and 38 stations during periods of relatively high risk. Going forward, we intend to explore opportunities to diversify the role of the firefighter and offer additional services to the public of North Wales. We will work more closely with other emergency services to develop our prevention work to reduce or assist with the demand on the police, health services and local authorities, matching resourcing to risk at no extra cost. Your services, your choices. We want to know what you think. Your feedback helps shape your fire and rescue service. Take part in our short survey.